Hello, and welcome to the first ever, technically second because I did it in the wrong resolution at first and now I'm redoing it, story time with Lady Punchalot. Me, Jezebel. I asked and people said yes, and now I'm going to have a vlog of stories from my Final Fantasy XI and World of Warcraft days, and maybe a little bit into EverQuest, which didn't last very long. The story I wanted to do today, which I already just did, but it was in the wrong resolution, is the story of how we met Tifa Lockhart, which she ended up eventually being one of our... She was our static member. We had a static member for the whole time we played Final Fantasy XI. We had an entire team, 5 people, the whole time. It was very nice. Not like nowadays. Don't get me into that. Anyway, so a couple days prior to that, I think it was a couple days, it might have been a week or so, Trillium, my mother, was, I should say now that I've already asked my brother and my mother if it was okay if I used their character names, and they said it was fine. Now, the other 2 people of our party, Cassassin and Infernius, I have not heard from in such a long time. I don't know if they'd approve of me using their names, but I'm going to use their names. I was Jezanne Castin Blaster, my brother was Demaniel Hackenslash, my mom was Trillium... Three Corners, and then Cassassin and Infernius I don't think had last names. And then Tifa Lockhart. Anyway, a couple days prior, I should also mention, sorry if I get off track, because I will get off track with these. A couple days prior, my mom was in a certain area in Final Fantasy XI, and she was looking for a particular item, like a buckler or something, I don't know, that dropped off of a special enemy. And Cassassin was there, with his son Infernius, and they were getting the same item. And that's how they met. And then they later became the static members of our group, which we went from Final Fantasy XI to World of Warcraft with. It was very nice. So they ended up meeting, and then we ended up... I don't remember if I played... I think my mom played Final Fantasy XI before I did. I'm not sure. Or maybe we played, but we didn't have a party, so we weren't really playing together. But then the party hit. But anyway, one day my mom logged on. And then Cassassin just starts messaging or whispering her. It's like, there is some crazy lady following me around, and she's talking to me in Japanese, and I don't know what to do. Now, if you don't know about Final Fantasy XI, it was very interesting. Not only, I think it was the PlayStation 2, yeah. Not only did the PC players and the PlayStation 2 players play together, which Tifa Lockhart was on a PlayStation 2, the Japanese and everyone else was together as well. That was good and bad, because the Japanese didn't like to really talk to other people. I'm not saying all of the Japanese. And then everybody else would tell the Japanese people to shut up and chat, which was stupid. But I have another story about that later as well. And so he doesn't know what to do, and Tifa has him on follow. And she's just spouting stuff in Japanese, and he has no clue what's going on. I don't remember the rest of the story. I think my mom said, well, she's following you around. Maybe she should come with us, because I think we were supposed to level together that day. I cannot remember. I asked my mother, and she couldn't remember all of it either. So, and so what ended up happening, she ended up following us, and then she's became a part of our party ever since. And there's a lot of stories with Tifa. And, my mom said that Japan got Final Fantasy XI, I think, a year before we did. I'm not 100% sure on that. So that's why Tifa Lockhart got her name, because I was surprised she got that name, considering that it was a Final Fantasy name and stuff. But anyway, there's my story about how we met Tifa Lockhart, and we ended up playing together 3-4 years, I think. And when we left the game, unfortunately, she obviously didn't go to Warcraft with us. She's, as far as I know, to this day, she's still playing Final Fantasy XI. But, thank you very much for listening. If you heard the whole thing, cookies for you. This has been, Lady Punchalot, or Jezebel. I think someone wanted Lady Punchalot. I think it was Lady Punchalot. I have a beard now. Yes. I got a mustache, too, you gotta pretend, because I don't have a real one. So, if you want to hear more, I'll have another of the little story vlogs soon, of another story for, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XI, and the only story I have for EverQuest. I will see you all later. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.